Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Continuing to see those sunny conditions out there this morning, and our peak wind so far this morning is around 19 miles per hour, and starting to see those temperatures climb into the 40s so far. Expecting a quiet weather day ahead. We'll see a slight breeze continue through today, but nothing like we saw the last couple of days. And we'll finish the week with some mainly dry and quiet conditions, and we'll see some more unsettled rainy and windy weather moving into the area overnight, Friday night into our Saturday. If we take a look at our current surface analysis, we had this cold front that pushed through the area last night with high pressure building in behind that. That front is now well off the coast and starting to see that high pressure build in. That's going to keep things quiet over the next 24 to 36 hours, and then we'll see an area of low pressure coming together over the Gulf of Mexico and moving up the coast, and that's going to bring those rainy and windy conditions into the area for our Saturday and likely keep things breezy as we go through the remainder of the weekend and start of next week. If we look at the upper level winds from this morning's sounding, had some more northerly winds near the surface and the lower levels, and becoming more westerly as we get to the mid and upper levels, seeing our peak wind today of 69 knots up around 20 to 25,000 feet. Freezing level just above the surface at 400 feet this morning. If we look at the current visible satellite, we can see those clear skies across the area. A little bit of smoke well off to the west with those wildfires in Virginia, West Virginia area. Otherwise, just a north-northwesterly breeze across the region and a nice weather day on the chilly side out there today. If we look at the short-term high-resolution model today as we go through our day, should stay mostly sunny. We'll see a few high clouds swing through the area, as you can see here on the model, but no precip, lightning expected, not expecting a wind advisory as we go through today. As we go into the evening hours, see those winds become light and variable with another cold evening getting close to freezing as we go into Friday morning. And then going through the day, Friday, we'll start off mostly sunny, and then as we gradually move through today, we'll see high clouds and some mid-level clouds increasing as that next system approaches, with those clouds continuing to increase going into Friday evening, becoming overcast. And as you see, as we get past the midnight time frame here, we'll start to see those rain chances moving into the area with widespread rain showers moving through. We'll also see the breeze start to pick up a bit as we go into the early hours of Saturday morning, and some pockets of heavier rain possible with this activity. Do expect a pretty good soaking of rain as we move through the day on Saturday with some decent accumulations with this. Could see some flash flooding in some areas, but expecting rainy and windy conditions to continue as we move through our Saturday. So if we zoom out here, look at the longer term forecast, we'll see that rain continues through Saturday. That area of low pressure tracks just over the Wallops area midday on Saturday. That's when we're going to see our best chance for the heaviest rain as well as the strongest winds as that area of low pressure pulls overhead and starts to move off to the northeast. We'll see those rain chances start to diminish as we go late Saturday night and into Sunday morning. We'll continue to see breezy conditions behind that system as we move through the day on Saturday, with the skies starting to clear, seeing some more sunshine, but breezy conditions on Saturday. And as we go into next week, we see we'll have this area of low pressure well off to the west northwest and an area of low pressure well off the coast, and we'll have high pressure squeezed in between the two, keeping the pressure gradient tight as we go into the beginning of next week. So we're going to likely see some slightly breezy to breezy conditions through the beginning of next week. But overall, looking dry as we continue through Monday and Tuesday, as well as into the first part of Wednesday. Right now, it looks like our next chance of rain will potentially move into the area as we get into the PM time frame on Wednesday and overnight into the start of our Thursday as another boundary starts to push into the area. So if we look at our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, expecting green conditions over the next 24 hours. Mostly sunny skies today. Could see a few scattered clouds around 25,000 feet as we move through the afternoon, but we'll see those clear out again as we go overnight with just a chance of a few mid-level clouds moving in going into Friday morning. But overall, mostly clear over the next 24 hours. We'll see our temperature just up around 49 degrees this afternoon, so that's below average for this time of year. So a chilly day ahead, and again expecting those winds to pick up and maintain out of the northwest around 8 to 13 knots, gusting a peak up around 20 knots, and then slowly weakening as we get into the afternoon, the later part of the afternoon hours, eventually becoming light and variable as we go through the overnight time frame. Clear skies, light winds going to allow those temperatures to cool down to around 32 degrees for the morning on Friday, and setting up to start off mostly sunny as we go into our Friday. So tides looking normal at this time, and our next couple of days, Friday again mostly sunny early on, but we will see those clouds on the increase through the day, mainly high clouds and then some mid-level clouds building through, eventually becoming overcast as we get into the evening time frame. We'll keep a slight onshore breeze as we go through the day on Friday. Slightly warmer day with a high around 51 degrees, but overall expecting green conditions for our weather risk. We pick up a red risk for precip as we move into Friday evening, with those rain showers moving in after midnight. And we'll see some breezy conditions pick up as well. So we have an orange risk for those winds at or above 25 knots, and an orange risk for those reduced ceilings and visibilities with that shower activity, but a mild evening with a low around 47 degrees. And that activity continues as we go into Saturday. Again, expecting a good soaking of an event as we move through the day on Saturday. So rain showers continue, and we'll see some pockets of heavier rain moving through the area. We'll have a very slight chance of a thunderstorm with this. The way it looks right now, most of the activity should stay off the coast, but we bump up to a red risk of those winds at or above 25 knots, as we do expect those wind gusts to get up to around 35 to 40 miles per hour as we move through the day on Saturday, as well as behind the system as it pulls away. But we'll see that rain start to taper off late into the evening time frame, with some lingering low clouds likely still sticking around, but some mild temperatures for Saturday with a high around 59 degrees. And if we look at the extended forecast here, we'll see things clearing out for Sunday with partly cloudy skies. We will remain breezy, but we'll have more seasonable temperatures with a high around 52 degrees. And as we go through the beginning of the first half of next week, we'll see temperatures generally fairly seasonable to just below average, with our highs in the mid-50s. And as we move through, we'll see our lows in the upper 30s or lower 40s. Partly cloudy day expected for our Monday. Continued slightly breezy conditions. Some increase in clouds on Thursday with continued slightly breezy conditions, and continued slightly breezy conditions as we go into Wednesday as well. And we start to pick up that chance of rain, looking at about 25% chance at this time. So right now looking slightly breezy through at least the first part of next week. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.